Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Moshir Rahman. Dear viewers, with the view to learning English accurately from this channel, you will need to watch from the video number 1. Okay, let's come to the point. Dear students, today I am going to teach you about apposition. What is apposition? When two nouns sit side by side and the second one introduces the first one. In this case, the second noun or noun phrase is called apposition, appositive, or case in apposition. Apposition is of three kinds: nominative in apposition, object in apposition, and possessive in apposition. What is nominative in apposition? Okay, I am going to write on the whiteboard. Apposition, A-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N, apposition. When two nouns sit side by side and the second one introduces the first one. In this case, the second noun or noun phrase is called apposition. Apposition or appositive or case in apposition. Apposition is of three kinds: nominative, in apposition, Dear students, I have already written the definition of apposition. Okay, when two nouns sit side by side and the second noun or the second one introduces the first one. In this case, the second noun or noun phrase is called apposition. Okay, it's also appositive or case in apposition. Apposition is of three kinds: nominative in apposition, objective in apposition, possessive in apposition. At first, I will discuss nominative in apposition. Okay, this apposition sits after the subject. For example, Mr. Topon, managing director of our company, is an honest person. This apposition sits after the subject. For example, Mr. Topon managing director of our company is an honest person. This apposition sits after the subject. For example, Mr. Tapan, managing director of our company, is an honest person. Dear students, look at the sentence. Mr. Tapan, managing director of our company, is an honest person. If you look at the sentence carefully, you will find one noun, Mr. Tapan, another noun phrase, managing director of our company. Okay, these two nouns have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase, managing director of our company, introduces the first one, Mr. Tapan. Who is Mr. Tapan? Managing director of our company. Okay, it is its introduction. Okay, in this case, the second noun phrase is called the apposition. Apposition is managing director of our company. And you can remember, whenever you find any apposition or case in apposition, you must realize the use of punctuation, that is comma. Mr. Tapan, comma, managing director of our company, comma. Okay, this is apposition. Okay, what type of apposition? That is nominative in apposition, because this apposition has sat after the subject. Subject is Mr. Tapan, and after this Tapan, okay, we find the apposition. The next one, objective in apposition. Objective in apposition. Objective in apposition. Objective in apposition. What is objective in apposition? This apposition sits after the object. Okay, this apposition sits. This apposition sits after the object. For example, I met P.B. Shelley, Shelley. I met P.B. Shelley, an English revolutionary poet of the world. Dear students, I have already written the objective in apposition with example. This apposition sits after the object. I met P.B. Shelley, an English revolutionary poet of the world. Dear students, look at the sentence. If you look at the sentence carefully, you will find a noun P.B. Shelley at first, then another noun phrase, an English revolutionary poet of the world. Okay, these two nouns have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase introduced the first noun. Okay, for this reason, the second one or the second noun is apposition or appositive or case in apposition. What type of apposition this is? This is an objective in apposition, because after the object P.B. Shelley, this noun phrase has set. Okay, object is P.B. Shelley, and after this object we find the apposition and English revolutionary poet of the world. So this is an objective in apposition. The last one, possessive in apposition. Possessive in apposition. Possessive in apposition. Possessive in apposition. What is possessive in apposition? This is the function of possessive form. For example, my friend has read Shakespeare, the dramatist work. It is the function of possessive form. For example, my friend has read Shakespeare, comma, the dramatist work. My friend has read Shakespeare, the dramatist work. Dear students, if you look at the sentence carefully, you will find two nouns here, Shakespeare and the dramatist work. These two nouns have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase introduces the first noun. What this is on? This is apposition. Okay, and what type of apposition this is? This is possessive in apposition. The dramatist work, I have used apostrophe here. This is possessive form. Dramatist work, this is possessive form. The dramatist work, this is a positive form, possessive form. Okay, dear students, I have already finished teaching about apposition or appositive or case in apposition. I repeat, when two nouns sit side by side and the second one introduces the first one, in this case the second noun or noun phrase is called the apposition or appositive or case in apposition. This case of apposition is of three kinds: nominative in apposition, objective in apposition, possessive in apposition. Nominative in apposition, this apposition sits after the subject. For example, Mr. Tapan, managing director of our company, is an honest person. Whenever you see any apposition, you will find the punctuation, the function of punctuation, that is comma. Mr. Tapan, comma, managing director of our company, comma, is an honest person. Look at the sentence. Mr. Tapan is a noun, managing director of our company is another noun phrase. These two noun phrases have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase introduces the first noun, Mr. Tapan. Who is Mr. Tapan? Managing director of our company. So managing director of our company is an apposition or appositive or case in apposition. The second one, what type of apposition? Nominative in apposition, because this apposition sits after the subject. The subject is Mr. Tapan. Okay, objective in apposition. This apposition sits after the object. For example, I met P.B. Shelley, an English revolutionary poet of the world. Dear students, if you look at the sentence carefully, you will find two nouns. Previously is one noun, another noun phrase, an English revolutionary poet of the world. These two nouns have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase introduces the first noun. For this reason, the second noun, this one, the second noun phrase is apposition. Okay, what type of apposition it is? It is objective in apposition, because after the object, this noun phrase has been set here. Okay, the last one, possessive in apposition. It is the function of possessive form. For example, my friend has read Shakespeare, the dramatist work. Dear students, if you look at the sentence carefully, you will find the two nouns Shakespeare, comma, the dramatist work, another noun phrase. These two nouns have sat side by side, and the second noun phrase introduces the first one. So the second noun phrase is apposition, appositive, or case in apposition. And what type of apposition it is? It is possessive in apposition, because this is the possessive form, dramatist, apostrophe s, dramatist work, possessive form. Okay, dear students, if you have any question, you can write in the comment box. I will try my level best to answer. If you have eagerness to know about apposition in detail, watch the next video one by one. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.